Well, ding ding. Welcome to You Can Sip With Us. I'm Coll.
I'm Ash.
Maybe by the time this episode airs, I
Why?
will have met my new baby.
How? Tell me what.
Because I'm
Is there an update?
I'm just borderline.
Right.
Like when they say you're about to pop, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
So for those of you, did we already say our names?
Yes, we did. We just didn't say the drinking thing. But yeah,
my brain.
But
I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning.
Mm-mm.
For those of you who are new here,
No.
I'm 100 million years pregnant.
She's been pregnant longer than any other person's been pregnant.
In the history of all time.
Of all time. Yeah, it's Guinness Book territory.
Woke up at 4 a.m. Couldn't go back to bed because the hips were just so sore.
Gosh, dang.
The back, everything.
Yeah.
And then for those of you who hang out with us over on Patreon, that you're here, obviously it's Tuesday today, and then on Fridays we hang out over on Patreon, patreon.com/you can sip with us. That's where we drop Friday episodes. We here we share a lot of things like faves and segments, and over there it's like our reality show of our lives.
Yes.
And so for those of you who are already there, you heard on Friday last week that I had taken a couple of days. I had stopped. I'm done working for now until baby comes. And I was hoping that I would have some time to just be as unproductive as possible. To putz around.
Right.
And then day one of putzing around was it took a turn because Ben took a tumble at school. and for those of you wondering, he's fine. He's totally very much himself. No, nothing serious.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yes. But my hope specifically for a putzing around place was to go to Crate and Barrel. So I did that today. I'm fresh from Crate and Barrel. But as I was in Crate and Barrel, putzing, it's my favorite word.
Yeah, putzing is a pretty good one. Are you sure your favorite word isn't chickapee?
Those are tied.
Chickapee had its moment in the sun a couple episodes ago. It had a lot of
time. It's got to
so now it's
not putzing. Over, but just it's got to take. Right. It's got to share the podium.
Let someone else speak for a second. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
So putzing.
So as I was putzing around Crate and Barrel, Chris and I were there together looking at. We had things that we needed. We've been meaning. We've never actually had like a set of whiskey glasses. We have like onesie twosies of things that have been gifted that are all very nice or we've bought. Right. But we don't have like a set. So we were looking there, and anyway, so I'm going, and I'm feeling like, is this baby going to fall out of me here at Crate and Barrel?
Wow!
Like the level of
pressure.
I went to the bathroom. Thank God they had a bathroom. I went to the bathroom 4 or 5 times during Crate and Barrel.
Yeah.
When you texted, you're like, hey, 2's perfect. I'm like, great. 1:59 went to the bathroom. You're like, John's going to be about 5 minutes or something. 2 more times since then while sitting. That's how much pressure is. So
she's getting she's making her way south.
And
she's
I was
coming.
Like getting these they say this is a newer thing close to pregnancy is like shooting pains in your pelvis, like pelvic area, like little
what
zingers.
Do they call those? Yeah, it's like electrocuted, like you're electrocuted. Oh no, I'm thinking about when your milk comes in.
I don't know.
You know where that's like it feels like it's an electric current going through.
Yeah.
Your boobs, I think is what I'm thinking. I can't remember if I've had the shooting vaginal the lightning strikes in the vag.
The last, couple weeks people come up and they say, how much longer? Yeah. And I try and psych them out. I'm like, I think 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I could be in labor.
Right.
And their eyes, get really, really big. And there was this poor kid. He's like a teenager working at one of the grocery stores down the street. And he asked me that question. He's like, so getting ready? Wow. You get asked that everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I think it's going to happen here.
Yeah.
And he didn't know I was joking. And his eyes got huge. And he said, I really hope not.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
that'd be something.
I said, just stay close to me. If I need
you never
help.
know.
That he couldn't have gotten further away from me as possible. Fast feet.
Stay close, buddy.
He was getting the hell out of Dodge. Yeah. So anyway, so you're still live from La Crosse.
I am live from La Crosse. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And having the best time still. Right?
Yeah. La Crosse is beautiful. I've only been here when it is snowbanks 10 feet high or walking through water because it's so humid. That's the only two temperatures I've experienced in La Crosse is like freezing and disgusting. And this is no humidity. It was kind of cloudy the last couple of days. Fine by me. Yeah. We don't get clouds really in Arizona, so like it's kind of nice to have that. Today it's like beautiful and 72 degrees. I mean, this is when you picture like a perfect day, 75 and sunny, not a cloud in sight. This is what I'm dealing with here. It's stunning. And it's right on the water. Like it's a beautiful little town. It's so cute. Oh. Yeah. So I love that. John did go golfing today, so it was me and the hooligans, and I took him back to the Children's Museum, and it's so hard because, like, Revy listens, and Mac does not, and so I told Rev, and I feel bad, like, we go in, I'm like, hey, Rev, you kind of got to stick by us today, because it's just me with you and Mac, and, he kind of goes crazy. And she's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. And then we get in there, but she knows what's there and she's excited. I want to go see this. I want to go. And I'm like, I know, Revy, but we can't, like, unless you can convince Max. Because, like, that, he's got a mind of his own. He's not doing anything, right? Mm-hmm. And I hated saying, like, well, I can't because of Mac. I hate that. Telling her, right? Because I don't know. It just feels like Max then it's getting like, priority. Just going to
resent
things. It just feels unfair to her. Luckily, Grandma and then John's mom and his aunts, they joined me, and so then I could like kind of break up a little bit. We were there for probably an hour, and I was like, I don't know if we're gonna make it, because then she would start crying because she couldn't do the things, go to the exhibits that she wanted to go to, and I didn't know what to do. Because
and it's if you could give it to her, you would in a heartbeat. But you also can't leave.
But
Mac
I couldn't leave Mac.
Just
there's no way.
Get abducted,
right? And if I pick him up, he'd be kicking and then he'd just be gone. Like I'd take him to wherever she wants to go, and then he'd be gone. Like he just doesn't. He's got he's got a mind of his own. And I feel bad. I totally get why they say like the oldest kid has the oldest kid syndrome, right? Where they like have to achieve. And because I notice that Revy knows that like Mac learns from her, and she like, I even today, stuff like that, where I'm like, God, she is just so aware, right? Her little world is forming and she's like, okay, I have to bend to what my little brother needs.
Of Max.
Yes. Yeah. Right. And like, I'm setting an example and he doesn't know. And like, I don't know. So I can totally get why, they say like the oldest one is like the successful goal setter, do good, like straight and narrow. And then the middle child is sort of a wild child. And then the youngest one is a baby. I could totally see now how that, we only have two, obviously, but I noticed like, everyone fawns over Mac because what he does is really cute right now. And Revy's much more human-like than like baby-like, Right. So everything's like so cute. And I could see how then, the baby of the family grows up and everyone's just doting on them the whole time, thinking they're the coolest thing ever. I don't know. It's just wild. Like I have so many out-of-body experiences as a parent of like, oh, I can see what she's learning about the world right now. But I feel bad. Sometimes I feel bad. I'm like, what if she doesn't want to be? Why does she have to be the leader? She was born for, but like, what if she doesn't want to be? You know? Oh, I will say, I wore my summer nights and women's. I got probably 6 people stopped me to compliment me on this shirt.
Really?
Yeah. Walking around the street and then inside of the Children's Museum. Oh yeah. And we went out to eat. The server loved it. And it's just in passing, but I should have said, here's where you go get it. But guys, merch is coming. We're going to launch the Patreon first because stock is limited.
It's coming this Friday on
Patreon. Friday on Patreon. June 3rd is going to Patreon first because obviously we love you guys, but like those are we call them the soul sippers, right? Like they're paying.
They're double dipping.
Double dipping, double sipping. So they're getting launched, and then you guys will get access the Tuesday after. So it's going to be like a password protected thing. But anyway, so yeah, I'm repping our merch, and people compliment us on our merch. I'm like, yeah,
yes,
you're goddamn right. This is a good shirt.
It's so good.
It's so good. It really is so good. So
quick
anyway,
hangover before we get to the rest of the show.
Wait a minute. Are you sipping anything interesting?
Oh, yeah, I am, actually. I have a little, well, kind of. I have a little Starbucks iced passion tea.
Love it. It's pretty.
I'll talk about my Crate and Barrel finds later. Because there's something I'm excited about. But then I also have a plant protein thing.
Right.
And, it's like it's just a keep the levels stable.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's a level stabilizer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you have?
I ran across the street to this little coffee shop and I just got a cold brew, but they had a toasted marshmallow syrup. So I got a couple pumps of that, got a little half and half in here, getting a little zhuzh. I was overserved last night in my own home.
With what?
And seltzers, hard seltzers.
Oh, that'll do it.
And then John and I have this thing where we like to sip tequila. So we are tequila sippers, but it's a dumb ass idea to sip tequila while you're also like pounding, seltzers or in his case beer. So I didn't realize until I laid down in bed last night. I thought, well, that was a few too many. Whoopsie daisy. A little bit spinny, not total spins. John asked me that. He's like, "Are you spinning?" Wasn't total spin, but like nothing was like stable. It was a little. It was very fluid.
I hate that.
And I did not like that. Yeah. So I thought I was going to be dragging ass today, and turns out I'm doing pretty damn good. But I did need a little java,
little pick me up.
Mm-hmm. We're doing fish fry tonight, so I gotta get my party pants on.
What's that?
I don't know. It's a Midwest thing. They fry fish or something.
A fish fry.
It's a fish fry. A Friday night fish fry. It's like we're recording on a Friday, you guys.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
How do I?
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you about it once I experience one. But as far as
you literally have no idea what you're walking into. It's just a Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, we go to a restaurant and they do a bunch of. I don't know.
I'm into it.
Yeah, but I'm exactly same. I'm like, okay.
I love things with a theme. I love things that feel spirited, and it's like we're coming together for this thing.
It's a Friday fish fry. Yeah, and I mean, it's all. I bet you guys know. Some of you, if you're in the Midwest, I've heard of it before. It's like a thing. I've just never been, so I'm about to do that. Yeah, I'll tell you about it.
Will you story this?
I'll story you. I mean, I'll story for you. I'll do that. I will go ahead and do that.
Will you dedicate your stories to me tonight?
This one goes out to my girl. My
All
girls.
of them.
Both of them. You and Ellie.
Okay, fine. I'll share.
Well, I don't know. She might make an appearance.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay.
Let's hope she does. Actually,
for me and Ellie.
Yeah, for you and Elle.
Dedicate it the whole night.
All right. Okay. So we have a hangover.
Well, just really quick.
Great.
I was complaining last week about the price of cards.
Yes.
And a couple of you wrote, and these are the top recommendations, Dollar Tree, which I don't think of that store to go to for things that are like, but brilliant.
Right. Smart thinking.
I didn't know they had a card section.
Yeah.
And they're probably just as good as the ones that are $8.
Well, especially because they all end up in the same place anyway.
Right. And then the other place, TJ Maxx and Home Goods. Other places.
Yeah.
TJ Maxx and Home Goods. People say they have the best cards for like $2.
Whoa. Okay.
And you could go and like just stock up.
Now we're cooking.
That's great. Have you ever been to Costco when they have the cards in like a box, but they have like different tabs? It's like new baby, birthday, and they have just cards you can buy.
Yeah.
If you ever see those at Costco, buy it, because they're like great cards, and then you have them on deck. And I've been dry from those for way too long. I haven't seen them there, but they do come out. And then it's so great because you're like, oh, I'm running to this thing and I need a card, and they have like they have like blank cards too.
Oh,
that
right.
Are like one
okay,
size
that
fits
are in.
All.
Yeah, Costco does it again.
Yeah.
Honestly,
but I'm thinking you could go to TJ Maxx or Home Goods and just stock up on like a bunch of cards, and then just have them at the ready.
Very smart.
Yeah,
that's very smart. This is actually why we started the podcast, for shit like this. When we've got crises, you guys come in clutch. I got to tell you something else you need to stock up on.
What?
Thrive Cosmetics. Thrive Cosmetics, you guys, it's the jam. Okay. High performance beauty and skincare products made with clean, skin loving ingredients. We've been using Thrive now. I mean, I'm obsessed with their mascara and their little brilliant eye brightener it's like a cream to powder highlighter stick that it brightens and opens your, I mean, okay, we'll get into it, but let me start the ad first. Okay. They sent us some of these things. I'd seen them all over. And I thought, well, that looks like a great company. And then they sent us some things and it was confirmed. It's a great company. They use no parabens, sulfates, phthalates, certified 100% vegan and cruelty free. And I love, they have cause in the name for a reason, because every purchase supports organizations that help women thrive. So my favorite, I actually have it on right now, is their liquid lash extensions mascara. It's their best-selling product. Has over 20,000 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
What I love about it is it is ultra lengthening. So it gives you great length on your lashes. I just wear it on my bottom because I've got the fake, the falsies. But I also love that it lasts all day, doesn't clump, doesn't smudge, doesn't flake, and it comes off like in these little tubes, right? So it doesn't fall out onto your face.
Slides down.
It slides right off with warm water. And then again, like I mentioned, their Brilliant Eye Brightener, I've been using their eye cream. They also sent an invisible sunscreen. Have you tried that yet?
I was just about to say that it's like a primer and a sunscreen in one. And I've been using that. I used it today and I love that it has SPF in it. You talked about the importance of SPF in the morning. Mm-hmm. But then also it makes your face nice and smooth. So then I use like a BB cream, but it goes on so much smoother.
Yes. And it's clear, which I think is nice for a sunscreen to be clear, right? So it doesn't add any white cast or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't say enough about it.
Now is the time. It's a great time, and it's the time to try Thrive Cosmetics for yourself. Right now, you can get 15% off your first order when you visit thrivecosmetics.com/sip. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sip for 15% off your first order.
I think I mentioned this, but just in case.
The Bigger Than Beauty mission?
Right.
You did. Read it again and Chad can, if like where you mentioned it, he could buffer it.
Yeah. So I do love, right? Causes in the name. I love they give back to women who thrive, organizations like women that are emerging from homelessness, surviving domestic abuse, fighting cancer, and more. You can just take those 3 words and put it right up there. So Chad, take those 3 things that I said, women emerging from homelessness, surviving death, whatever, put it after the first one where I said, supports women who thrive or whatever.
Ding, ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. We're coming at you. Some
I can't wait to hear your faves. It's been a minute. Yeah.
Okay. So I saw these at Target. Best thing that I ate. Best thing that I freaking ate. It's been a minute since we've done this, and this still. It is a Kind bars. Everyone knows Kind bars.
Very popular brand.
I saw some Kind frozen bars in the freezer, like by the ice cream at Target.
What?
I got them. I got them.
Like
I got
ice
2
cream
boxes.
bars?
Yeah, except for there's dairy free. There's no dairy in them. I don't know what it is. Tastes like ice cream. Looks like ice cream. Smells like ice cream. It's not ice cream. But it tastes like, have you ever had an ice cream Snickers bar?
Yes.
That. It is that. I got 2 flavors. So they have like a peanut butter chocolate, and then they had like a dark chocolate sea salt or something. So it's, the bottom has chocolate, then it's got the ice cream thing, then it's got nuts on top, and then like drizzled with, I guess, either peanut butter or chocolate and salt, whatever. I kid you not. I don't know. You'd have to look at the breakdown, but there is, because it's a Kind bar, not an ice cream bar, there is fat and there is protein in it. And I don't feel like the carbs are outrageous, right?
Yeah.
Like as far as the sugar grams go, I don't think it's crazy, but the flavor on that.
Delish.
I can't tell you enough good things about it.
Whoa.
Yeah. So if you see them, I just happened to be perusing. And I spotted them. And so they're in the freezer section at, I think it was by the ice cream. Or
Keep your eyes peeled, guys.
Keep your eyes peeled. Both flavors I've had are very, very good. Okay. I was excited to tell you guys I saw this app a long time ago on TikTok and finally just decided to use it. Have you heard of the Novel Effect app? Okay.
No.
This is an app that you download and it syncs with children's books. And so as you're reading a book, what is going on? I guess standard. I'm trying to go in here. Okay, skip. So as you read a book, it has noise effects with it. So I'm going to try to show you something. Okay.
Wait, like reading a book through the app?
Yep, I'm going to show you.
Or
okay, so I've got this book, The Wonky Donkey. They have a whole bunch. We had several that were in there, and then I ordered more. So I've got several, but I'm going to do the Wonky Donkey. Okay, so I've got the Wonky Donkey. One of the best ones is the, what is it called? Little Blue Truck. Like all the animal noises and stuff. Okay, so let me show you Wonky. I'm gonna show you what this is like. Wonky. Why is this not in here? Don't do this to me. I'm live on air. Donk. There it is. Okay, so you search the book, pull it up, you can tap, and it starts downloading. And as you read, it'll say start reading, and then the sound effects. Okay, ready? So here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this book to you. I was walking down the road, and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw. And he only had 3 legs. He was a wonky donkey.
Stop. Do the kids love this?
Yeah. I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Hee-haw. He only had 3 legs and 1 eye. He was a winky wonky donkey. Okay. So it goes around. It's like timer, right? The kids are obsessed. They think it's the funnest thing. Revy likes it more. I mean, Mac likes it, but he gets distracted by it. He's like, what's that noise? It is, I think it's so fun. It's so cool. Yeah, it's called The Novel Effect. They have a free trial. I think I did a 7-day trial just to see if we would use it.
Cute.
And then they love it. And so we've been using it.
I'm downloading it right now.
Yeah. I think Ben will think it's really cool. And so you can go on and it'll show like some of the most popular books, and then you can favorite them if you've got those in your collection. And then I went on and, download or purchase some from Amazon that were on there.
Cute.
It's so cute. You guys have the Little Blue Truck?
Yeah. Right? We have all of them.
That
the springtime, the Halloween.
They have a lot of those. And then also How to Catch like an Easter Bunny or How to Catch a Mermaid, How to Catch a Dinosaur. Those also have really good sounds. So some of them are better than others. But I think the Little Blue Truck one is great because it, with all the animal noises.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun. So, yeah, that's a big hit. I ended up paying for it because we're using it enough. But, okay. So that's the best thing that I read-ish, whatever. The best product. So for my birthday, Colleen sent me a whole package of goodies. And one of the things in there was a game called You Laugh, You Drink.
Yeah.
Hadn't played it. I took it. It shows on the back of the box like a couple sample cards, and one of them is like get as close as possible to someone's crotch and like talk to it or something like that, and you're not supposed to laugh, right? So I saw that, and I thought, oh, this is gonna be funny. And I think I brought it to Chris's birthday, but like we didn't know about it.
Cards and stuff.
Yeah, we just played cards and stuff, which now I wish we would have played that, knowing how fun it was. So I go to Sedona with my cousins and my sister. We play this game. We were crying laughing. So some of my favorite ones were, one of them, my sister is super into fitness, and not that you need to be for this card, but she drew the card that said, act like you are really struggling to do a one push-up while screaming at the ground, you think you're better than me? And so she's like shaking, trying to do this push-up, right? And she's like super strong, obviously. That one. Another one was go up and touch someone's body parts, but whisper as you do it, right? So like shoulder. And then I went up, I did nipple. And another one was like you had to I had to slither on the ground as a snake and bite someone's ankle. Like how are you going to let someone bite your ankle without laughing? It's just impossible. And we did it where like as you drew cards, if you didn't like it, you could just skip them, we played that for probably an hour and a half or 2 hours, and we didn't even really do it as a drinking game because we were just drinking
naturally
and
drinking.
Our asses off. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was hysterical. Gosh, I can't remember. There were so many other really good ones. So if you guys I don't know that it's a great family game because Most of them are probably fine.
Yeah.
But like
seems perfect for like a girls' weekend.
Yeah, or friend
like
trip, some kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, and then rounding out, I only had a couple for you guys this week, but rounding out the best thing that I sipped, I love High Noon. Have you tried the High Noons? They're the blue and white
Okay,
cans.
I think when we were in San Diego.
Yes, that's where I first had them.
P.S. I'm so bummed that I'm not going to be in San Diego this year because
I know.
that setup, that just so much fun. I think about those couple of days.
Yeah.
Like that
you guys should try to they do that every year. You guys should try to come next year. Because now that there's all these kids. So there's I think like Revy is the oldest, so she's 5. Eslin's like 4. Then they've got Hazley, she just turned 1. Callan, my sister's kid, he's gonna turn 1 in July. Ben will be 3.
4.
He'll be 4. Mac will be 3. Right? It's like it's just gonna be. And then Laura's pregnant. There's another family that goes that they're. So it's gonna be like a cute little zoo. It's right. And then we just got this row of houses. I booked a house right next door. So yeah, I'll tell you the dates for next year, but that'll be a fun thing.
I think when I was there, I had one, but I can't remember if I did. So yeah, that was all that is to say.
I forgot that I was still talking to you about what. It just was. We took a trip down to San Diego.
I know, memory lane. The future and the past.
Okay, so they came out with a new flavor, passion fruit High Noon. Bomb diggity. It's my favorite one. So
was that part of the issue last night?
Yes,
being overserved. Yeah.
Yes, they were
new
very
flavor.
Good. New flavor. Very excited.
Everyone's
I actually
had
it. For John's birthday, we went. He wanted to go axe throwing, and at the bar, that's the flavor of High Noon that they had, and I was like, "Whoa, this is good!" And then I saw it in the store here, and I said, "I know what I'm drinking."
Cold.
I'll tell you what else I drank last night.
What?
I drank Kendall Jenner's 818 tequila.
Oh, okay. I thought you were transitioning into our next.
Oh no.
Oh, our next ad, and Our next ad is care of, anyways. It's not Bloom Nutrition, but I thought you were saying that you were like sipping greens or something. I was like,
right.
Whoa.
Yeah,
okay, but tell me about 818. Was it
okay?
Good?
So 818, I got the reposado.
You've got a tongue for tequila now because you've had good.
Yes. I love tequila, and they didn't have my favorite ones.
The blue,
they didn't have the blue and the Clase Azul, or I have a couple other favorites too. And it was good. It was sweet, actually. I mean, it was still totally drinkable. Like I sipped probably a couple shots over the few hours with no chill, no lime, no salt, nothing. Just sipped. It was definitely sippable. It's just a little sweet, I feel like. And that's okay if it's like natural. That's the Clase Azul. All of the flavor comes from the barrels that it's in. They don't add anything to it. I just don't believe that they haven't added stuff to her tequila to make those flavors, because it tasted a little artificially enhanced, but it was fine. I mean,
what's the price point on her tequila?
It wasn't too bad. I think it was like $40, $35, something like that. Not too bad. So, yeah. I mean, it's like, it's, I would say that's mid. Well, I mean, there's tequilas that are very, very expensive. So it's like on the higher end of low.
Yeah.
Higher end of low.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, that's another thing. But I didn't put that on my favorite thing that I sip because I won't be buying it again. I bought it because I wanted to check. I mean, Kendall Jenner.
Do the due dill.
All right, gotta check it out. So okay, those are my favorites, except for ding 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 ding.
I was sipping on my vitamin.
Tell you what else I was sipping on. My custom vitamins. You guys, we've been talking about Care of for a minute now. And by a minute, I mean a couple of years.
Because we love them.
We love them. And I love what they do for me. They're so personalized. They have taken all the guesswork out of getting my body the exact supplements that it needs, right? With Care ofs, you go online, you take a quick quiz and answer questions about yourself, and then it will spit out your personalized supplement recommendation. And then they ship it to you in these compostable daily packs with sustainably sourced ingredient. And they're aiming to help not just your wellness, but also the environment. And I feel like that's kind of a theme with the companies that we tend to work with. But I love that they come, in those personal packs to me. I love that the quality of the ingredients, I know that they are, the high level quality. And it takes if I want to take care of my body from the inside out, it gives me exactly what I need. So it's like supporting me in the best way possible.
Yeah.
You
You know
know?
what I love too is like I feel like my cabinet can get overrun at times with like all these bottles of vitamins, these big bottles. And what I love about Care of is after you take the quiz, you mentioned the little packets that they ship to you, but they're so cute and it takes out, it's like the perfect, like it's just nice and streamlined. I get my little packet. It has just what I need, customized for me. Wham bam, thank you, man. And you can change things. And so if you're like you know, when I became pregnant, and even beforehand when we were trying, you know, like I had at some point taken my prenatal out of the mix and then put it back in. It's super easy to do, and they're just one of those companies that makes it so easy to work with them. So you guys run now, get 50% off your first Care of order. Run to takecareof.com and enter code SIP50. That's 50% off your first Care of order. Go to takecareof.com, enter our code SIP50. Half off.
Get out of here. Get out of here right now. But if you're going to get out of here, go over there, you know.
Go over there immediately ASAP.
Okay. What are your faves? Hit me.
Some faves. So, this is like a spur of the moment fave because I just got home and I don't know the name of the decanter that we just got.
Oh, a little C&B
Crate and Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Their glassware is so the way what they source for like coffee mugs and wine glasses and whiskey things, they do a good job. And you got to be careful there because some things are just wow, like price point wise are wild. But I mean, there's some like little traps.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I feel like,
oh, it's not too bad, not too bad. Whoa.
Yeah.
You throw the wrong thing in your carton.
Like I went upstairs and I was looking at because right now Ben's room is still like his original room with like jungle animals and stuff.
Yes.
He's outgrowing it. And we're gonna, once we get settled in, we're gonna do his room this summer. I think we're gonna do dinosaurs because we had done that wall that was like
leafy.
And so I feel like dinos is a good fit. He's starting to get into dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
So we go upstairs of Crate and Barrel and they had like dinosaur stuff for littles.
Yeah.
Well, the sheets were more expensive than our sheets. $80 for kid. Like that's some of the traps. Like
right. Yeah.
I can find dino sheets somewhere else.
Right.
Like you know,
paying $80.
There's a price tag, but the glassware is not so shabby. And let me see if I can find these amazing whiskey glasses because they had a matching decanter. Yeah, they were $5 each.
What?
Yes.
Whoa.
And I think they look, I think, way more expensive. They're the Hatch Rocks glass, HATCH Rocks glass. But look.
Oh, I was just going to look them up.
Can you see?
Those are $5?
Yes. And they're like heavy.
Oh no.
They're heavy and they've got
guys, go get those now because that's probably an error. They're undercharging for sure. Those
and then it has a matching decanter. So we got this whole set. You can see the decanter up here.
Yes.
The decanter was a 40 bucker.
Yeah.
But then they had these little shot glasses that match that are $2. And the 40 bucker, I'll tell you, it's heavy. Like it feels like it should be 100.
Yeah, right.
Like so, and then
wow.
We walked out of there with a whole set, like I think 6 whiskey glasses. Really nice because we wanted a set of stemless wine glasses.
Yeah.
And we got the kind. Have you seen those wine glasses that are kind of like not flat bottom, but like kind of semi-flat?
Yes.
And they're not, but they're not champagne. But they're like, so we really like those and they're heavy.
Right. Uh-huh.
So we got a full set of like 8 of those, decanter, new things, all like this multiple sets of things.
Yeah.
It's like $150 for everything.
Whoa.
Walk out the door. And it's like nice stuff that's going to last a long time.
You feel good about. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but not too nice that if you break one, you're going to be kicking yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think with things like those kind of purchases, it is nice to hold it Like, and feel the weight and how it feels in your hands. I struggle with buying those kinds of things on like Amazon because you don't really know. And there were some where I was like, oh, this is pretty, probably would have caught my eye online. But being here and holding this one, this is the winner.
That's the winner. This is the winner. I
so,
got you.
Okay.
Well done.
The new Harry Styles album has been on repeat in this house.
Yeah. I put it on after you raved about him.
Yeah.
It's a very good album. Very
Late
good
night
album.
talking. I've been doing all this late night talking. So good.
Yeah, it's very good.
The sushi, the very first song, Music for Sushi or something, that's great. I love Little Freak. I love Boyfriends for those like kind of more vibin', nightcap singing. Oh, God, I love it. It's so good. This is a local recommendation. I got the best massage of my life. Okay, so this is a
what? Oh my gosh.
And it's very affordable. This woman is some sort of magic person. Her name is Anna Herron, Herron. You can Google Anna Herron massage therapy.
Yeah.
Chris, so there was a comedian in town years and years ago, and she came to Portland and then raved about going to go see Anna. She has, I can't remember the name of the comedian, but she has like hundreds of thousands of like people, like maybe close to 1 million. Like it's high. And Chris was like, oh, I'll save this person. So Chris has been sitting on this info for years.
Sleeping on it. Didn't even know.
Sleeping on it. Yeah. So for Mother's Day, he booked me a massage with her.
Yeah.
And again, her price point, I think it was like 100 and I don't remember, 50 for 90 minutes. It was like for 90 minutes.
Reasonable. Totally
in line with market, I feel like. But I was the last appointment of the day. She saw I'm so super pregnant. I described all my ailments to her. And she does the kind of massages that are like she's getting work done, but she was very knowledgeable about where she could really work things with me and where she couldn't because of pregnancy. Which was nice because I was not with someone who didn't know. Like, I got the maximum amount of what was possible.
Yeah.
And she spent like 2 hours working on me. She's like,
over 90 minutes?
Yes. Which has never once happened to me. Like, usually it's like, you got to stick to the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, is it okay if I go overtime with you? Do you have anywhere you need to be? And she's like, I'm not the kind of person who watches the clock. She's like, you've got a lot of things going on here that I want to help. Like, she's a healer. She's like, I really want to help you.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
like,
amazing.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
You know, this is, and it was like amazing.
And she just has her own little studio?
Yeah. She's got like a, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's downtown, or on the east side. So it was a little bit of a hoof for me because I'm on the west side, but worth it. And I will totally go back post baby. And like, can't recommend her highly enough.
Wow. Okay. Did you say her name?
Anna Herron.
Anna Herron. And you just
Herron.
Okay.
Okay, this vase, this white
that's cute. Yeah.
vase, it's heavy. It is like the quality of like a Crate and Barrel type vase. I think it could go in any room. It's white. It kind of has like modern sort of etched detail. $33 on Amazon.
We love that.
Amazon brand Rivet Modern Vase. And the reason I'm talking about it is because we're on Zoom a lot these days still for work or whatever. And when I've taken some thoughtfulness with my background, and when I look at that vase in particular, I think, I love that vase.
I love it so much.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it brings me a lot of happiness.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'd share it.
Yeah.
I've got another thing that I want to rave about, but I'm going to wait on it because I haven't tried all the flavors yet. And I want to make sure that it's like really good. It's the Clever, It's the Oprah. Oprah loved it or something. One of her favorite things, and then it's a company that Meghan Markle has invested in.
Oh,
CLEVR.
I think
blends.
you talked about it here.
I did talk about it, but I hadn't tried it
Not
yet.
trying
It's
it,
like
but just
review
like,
coming soon.
Yeah.
I've tried. So they sent me. Their customer service seems great.
Mm-hmm.
Like they proactively wrote, "Hey, this is running late. We're sorry." And I didn't care because I'm not, but they're like, "We're going to give you 30% off."
Oh,
just proactively
right.
because
I love
they're
that.
like, "We're running late." And then they accidentally sent the wrong thing. So then I was like, "Do you want me to send it back?" And they were like, "Nope, new one's out the door already, like on us. Enjoy trying all these different flavors and stuff." So I was gonna rave about the flavor that I did try, but I want to try them all.
Well, and at least you're raving about the company, which is something.
Yeah. Favorite thing that I'm about to read. We're gonna rip through. Do you want to wait? Should I wait on these two? Member on Patreon were like, "Hey, you guys,
yeah,
big subject line."
No, yeah,
little. Do you want to rip through them?
I think we do. Yeah.
Okay. So on on Patreon, you got, and on here we were talking about how to get anything you want ever in life by huge
Oh my
setup.
gosh.
Huge. The bigger, the smaller the ask, the bigger the setup. And if
Yeah.
you haven't listened to last week's episode, you've just got to, because this is a
died.
major life hack.
Yes.
And some people have written in, like, just sent us some Instagram messages of like, "Wow, this is really working. Like, hey, honey, you're going to want to slaughter me, but will you play soccer with Luke when you come home?"
Right.
He's been asking all day. Like, big thing. Okay. So
you're going to want to slaughter me.
Subject line. So then we threw it out to Patreon as a little competition of, hey, bigger the subject line, smaller the 2 sips, winner gets a one of these free shirts that we've raved about. So help, major emergency with 3 alarm clocks. Okay, I have a question. You're probably going to be pissed and you're going to want to call me a skank and erase me from your memory forever. But.
And that's the subject line?
Do you mind if I send you a dick pic?
Because if you guys aren't on Patreon, you might not get the dick pic reference, but you got to be there.
Yeah. This one.
Do you mind?
Urgent. 2 sips. Big deal. Siren. So you're going to totally punch me right now in the vag, but I've got to know. Barbecue or honey mustard with your nuggets? Barbecue.
Sriracha sauce from Chick-fil-A. I'm not choosing either of those options. I'm not choosing them. I'm not doing barbecue or honey mustard.
Subject line. Holy shit, mama needs help. I'm so stressed and losing sleep on this one. Should I pair navy or teal onesie with a cute pair of overalls?
Yes! A onesie. That's the best. It's not even like, what should I wear on a date night? It's like putting my kid.
This is for her kid.
Yeah,
and then the bib, dark gray or light gray. My 5-month-old must look perfect for 30 seconds before he spits up or is literally covered in shit. I mean, the problems. All right, I think you go teal onesie with the light gray.
I like teal and light gray. That's actually a stunning combination.
I think that's definitely how you go.
That's the winner.
Oh, soul sipper, 3 alarms, a atomic bomb, a skull death.
Whoa.
Time is running out.
Oh shit. Yeah, she needs it bad.
I don't know why this one's getting me, because time is running out. I'm at Sam's Club. Crunchy or creamy peanut butter?
Always crunchy.
Crunchy.
Always crunchy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time is running out.
And that, because we just did this Patreon episode, but I honestly think that's our winner.
That looks like, and you guys can send in more.
Yes.
Up until the launch, we are going. But the peanut butter one is the winner so far. So
Ashley is the person who wrote this, and if you can email You Can Sip With Us, if you can email us at youcansipwithus@gmail.com with your preferred shirt size and your address,
and it's gonna be the Summer Nights Women's Rights one.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding
ding ding ding ding ding ding.
Sorry. This is too good. Do you identify as a hot girl with stomach issues?
Yes! Time is running out.
If you're dealing with bloating, digestion issues, which is like legit things that women deal with all the time, we need to talk about it. We are hot girls with stomach issues.
We are. That's exactly who we are.
Or if you just don't know why you're not feeling good lately, our friends at Bloom can help you feel hot year round. Feel as good in your digestion and in your stomach as you feel on the outside. They're going to help you feel better by helping on the inside without your stomach issues. You guys, Bloom Nutrition makes it easy and delicious to give your body what it needs to feel your best inside and out, and it tastes delicious. So they've got their greens and superfood powder. You can blend this into just mix it into water or smoothies or yogurt. It tastes delicious.
Very good.
But it really helps with things like digestion, increasing natural energy, keeping your skin glowing. Bloom greens are packed with over 50 nutrients, including whole fruits and veggies, fiber, probiotics, antioxidants, and more, all in one easy to drink formula. Comes in 4 delicious flavors. We've tried the citrus. They also have coconut, mixed berry, and original. Yeah.
And it's made for you. Listen, I should have packed it on my trip because it also says it helps with a hangover. But it's made for you, whether you're trying to recover from a big meal or a night out, or you're a fitness buff. Over 350,000 people trust Bloom to feel better every day. And right now, Bloom Nutrition is offering our listeners 15% off your purchase of their greens and superfoods blend when you go to bloomnu.com/sip. So that's BLOOMNU, like bloomnu.com/sip for 15% off your purchase. Go to bloomnu.com/sip for 15% off. Ding, 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 ding. Wow, this episode, we're flying through this. Should we land the bird?
Let's land it.
Okay.
Let's land it. Folks, we've made great time to your destination city.
Hey, folks. Okay. So in my house, I don't know if I've ranted about this yet, but I feel it every single day of my life. In my house, I don't know what is going on, where like the shower, the water in my shower, it must be very, 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 very far away from the water heater, because I turn on my water, and I'm not kidding you, it probably takes 15 minutes. That's not an exaggeration. 15 minutes to get hot water into my shower. So I'm just running the water out of the shower for 15 minutes. And I'm like able to wash my face and brush. I do like everything. I can do everything. And sometimes I get in and it's still not warm yet. It's crazy. I know.
You just got to get that looked at.
Yeah, there's something going on.
In Arizona, though, it's hell on earth temperature wise.
Right.
You'd think
That's
cold
true.
water should be impossible, that it's just sitting there boiling,
right.
waiting for you.
Right.
You know,
like I should be getting, you know what? I should be getting 3rd-degree burns when I turn this water on.
Immediately.
Instead, I have hypothermia for 15 minutes.
It should be taking 15 minutes to not be lava.
To cool down. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. To not feel like the temperature of the sun. I want it to be the temperature of the sun. It's like, maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's so hot, it's like running through a cooling system before it's coming to me. Yes. I don't know. Do they have to cool it down to then heat it back up? I mean, whatever it is, get it together. This is unacceptable. And I feel bad because I think of how many people don't have access to fresh water.
And you're just
here I am just running it for 15 minutes every time I want to shower. Or like, you know, if I'm not showering, but like I want to wash my face, I don't even have the option to wash my face with warm water because I'm not going to sit there and let it run for 15. I'm just going to wash my face with cold water, which is, I guess, better for your skin anyway, but it's not fun. I don't want to wash my face with cold water. I like to get a little lukewarm.
Has it been that way since
we moved in? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not that way in like the kids' bathtub in the middle of the house. It's not that way in the kitchen. It's our bedroom. And I don't know how because the guest room is also on that. You've not been to our house. You haven't been to our house, right?
I've been to your house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know the guest room's on the same side as.
Yes.
Yeah. So I haven't checked that to see if that.
But I haven't been a guest. I haven't slept in your house.
Right. But you've seen the layout. You know.
Yes.
Where I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes. So it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah. That's my rant. And I thought, well, this is unrelatable because I don't know how many other people are really dealing with this, but still.
Well,
it had to be said. It pisses me off every day.
We had we had all kinds of things with our old house, but we had a hot water heater tank, whatever thing that was like way burnt out for way too long.
Oh.
And so it would just, the water would go cold really quick.
Oh.
You know, one of those.
So you were on
and
like
shower temperature in general.
Right.
You know, or even in our house right now, if we like, or if one of us taking a shower and then someone like starts the laundry or like does the dishes, there's fluctuation where you're just running at this certain temperature, but then all of a sudden it's going to spike and burn you and you don't know why.
Yeah.
Or when you feel it turning cold, all of a sudden you're like, no,
don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. No. Yeah. Yes, that's so true. Or remember when like if you were in the shower and then someone had to go to the bathroom and they'd flush the toilet and it would scald you?
Yes.
What is that? What's that about?
No, I don't know. I don't know. But showers are sacred.
Showers should be sacred.
These are sacred moments.
Yeah.
You know, of time for you.
Yeah.
And then you get burned.
Right. That's exactly what, I mean, literally, you get burned.
Yes.
Unless in my case, if you're in my case, I'm not getting burned. I'd like to get burned. Burn me, please.
You're freezing.
I'm freezing my ass off.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to be getting out of the shower, shiver me timbers.
No.
You should never be glad you get out of the shower.
No. That's another thing. You know how sometimes you don't want to take a shower and then you get in the shower and then you're like, I'm never leaving this place. Why did it take me so long to get in here? This feels so damn good. I don't want to turn it off. You know how that sometimes happens?
I'm never leaving this place.
I'm never leaving here. I'm going to start taking my calls in here. I'm never leaving here again.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Our next episode, we're both just going to
be in the shower.
Live from the shower.
Live from the shower. Finally got the temperature I like, so I can't risk turning it off. Yeah.
Go turn your shower on now.
Yeah.
By the time you get home.
Be ready a week from now.
Perfect for you.
Oh, my God. What's your rant?
I was driving the other day and I come up to like a stop, right?
Yeah.
Like a light was red. So everyone stopped. Okay. And I'm happy. It's sunny outside and I'm listening to music.
Okay.
Can you see where this is going?
No.
No, you can't.
No.
You can't. Because it feels perfect, right?
Right. You were
and I'm relaxed.
Yeah,
I'm relaxed
chilling.
in my car, listening to my music.
That's another sanctuary for you.
And I'm aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm stopped. It's a red light. Okay?
Red light.
Still red, still red, still red. Out of nowhere.
Green.
No.
Out of nowhere. The light turns green.
Still red.
Here I am, minding my business.
And I got my music changing.
And all of a sudden, didn't see it coming. Light goes green. Unbelievable. I know. Okay, but what actually happened?
Out of nowhere, I hear someone honk their horn. Loudly. And I swear to God,
loudly.
It is the person behind me.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
What did you do?
I immediately throw up my arms. And I use one grand gesture to point to the light, which is still red. And I'm like, what the hell? You're honking at me? And this happens where Chris will be driving and someone will honk and I will reach over into his steering wheel and honk back into the air.
Hey, tit for tat, buddy.
Into the world. And I go into an immediate sense of who's doing
this is very disorienting.
Yes. Yeah. And I always assume it's about me.
Right.
Always.
Yeah.
So after my grand show,
come on, the light's red.
My light is still red, and I hear the honk again, and I'm like, "What the hell is
you got
going
some
on?
Nerve, buddy.
You've got the wrong lady.
Not today.
Effing up my music time. You don't get a lot of time.
Right.
You know, these days we're taking family drives places, so I never get to listen to my shit in the car.
You don't.
So you're taking away my time, my things, and it turns out the lady next to me, who's at the left-hand turn lane, her light was green and she was out to lunch. She just was parked. So everyone's honking at her.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
But my rant is like, why do I think it's always about me? Not just in life. Probably everyone
thinks that.
Everyone thinks everything's about them.
Yeah.
But especially in the car when there's microaggressions from other people.
Yeah. I'm a microaggressor.
I take it personal every time.
I'm the aggressor. I'm liberal with the horn.
Yeah.
I'm very liberal. Hey, light turns green. Bam!
That does not
get out.
Surprise me.
Surprise call.
I've been with you as you've drove. And I think I would be fine as I am fine as your passenger. Because I'm like, let's take the world over.
Yeah.
It's this energy.
Yeah.
But
this energy.
When I'm in the car by myself, if there was you running around town.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm a menace.
A little duck quacking away.
Quack, quack, quack. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's me. Beep, beep. I'm like, beep, beep, motherfuckers!
Yeah. I'm like, what? Me?
Yeah.
Me? I go into full Larry David mode.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I love that. That's what I was picturing. That's what I was picturing. Oh, my God. Yeah. Come on! Hey, buddy! Come on! Again? All right. My rave. I have to say, so I think my rave is going to be probably something from this vacation, but as I was at we went to the Children's Museum yesterday and today, and every children's museum I've ever been to gets a rave. Those things are genius because they're like hands-on learning and they have all kinds of really cool things. Have you been, it's like OMSI, right? I don't know. Children's museums are so freaking cool. The kids love it. This one in La Crosse, 3 stories. They got the water feature. They got dinosaur exhibits. They have the shadow room where you go in and it's all dark, but there's a phosphorescent or something wall and then the light flashes. So you stand, so it's like creates a shadow.
Yeah.
They had like this, they had a fake gas thing. They had a Mac dressed up, both of them dressed up. They were fire engine captains. The whole thing is just unbelievable. And the kids love it. It's brilliant. I'm mesmerized by half the things in there. There's one thing on the wall that's like pipe with air blowing through. So you put a scarf in and then the scarf like zips around like a freaking hamster on steroids. And then all of a sudden it blows out the other end and it's flying. It's so cool. Yeah. I wish in Phoenix, we're far from the Children's Museum. I wish we were closer because that is something I would do all the time. I would take my kids with me probably. It's so cool. Do you go to children's museums?
Well, it's funny because your rave is sort of, my rave is sort of in the same lane. So like where you described, and to round this out to the top of the episode, like where you described Mac is right now is where, like, because Ben's not too, we talked about this on Patreon too.
Yeah.
Ben and Mac are very close in age.
Yes.
But the 9 months at this stage of life is significant in terms of like the stages that they're in. Every 3 months is
when they're seniors, they're not going to be that different, but yeah,
soon it'll be like they're both 17 or 15, even like 10 or whatever, younger than that, 5. You guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
But the difference between 2.5 or like not even,
he's like 2 and a couple months
and then 3, that's big,
huge.
And we've turned to this corner of where we would take him places and it was anxiety.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. We have to take him to places where he could run wild. Like those were the perfect places.
Yes.
Play gyms and things like that where he could just blow off steam in a way that was like everything's padded and you go ahead, run wild, dude. Yeah. Or like outside things, parks, all that's awesome.
Yes.
But we took him to an air show the other weekend.
Yeah.
Where it was like we had to wait in a line for a while. There was porta potties that we had to use. Oh. It was like a real adventure.
Yeah.
And Chris and I were both talking about it. Like, oh my God, we have turned this corner because he had his little backpack on. He was such a little dude. Yeah. He was so patient waiting in the line. He like totally was fine using the porta potties and like waiting, like just whenever we could have the opportunity, it was fine. we like stood in a food cart line for quite a while, and he wasn't like,
And
he
he
was
had
just
the
sticking
patience.
with us. We ordered
Whoa.
him things, and we like sat in the I mean, it just felt like we're interacting with a human.
Right. He gets it. He understands.
He gets it, and it's
comprehending.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, he's been talking about, hey, like, he says, remember when we went to the air show and we saw the silly planes, like the ones that were, you know, he didn't say this, but he called them silly planes, the ones that were doing things in the sky. And then there were the ones that did the flyovers that were really loud. It's like, and then there were the loud ones.
Yeah.
Like, but he remembers and talks about it.
Yeah.
Like it was such a big deal. And it's just really cool. Like my rave is like, we're in a really cool adventure stage with him where we can like take him on adventures and do things like museums. And I want to start doing like a lot more of that kind of thing with him because he's there.
Right.
Like from a maturity level. Like you know, like we took him, my mom took him on the Max train. Oh. You know, and he's been talking about that for like a week.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I went on
That's
a fast
pretty cool.
train. Like the stuff we can do with him now, the options, the world's gotten bigger.
Right.
You know, kind of for all of us. And it's just, I also feel this sentiment of like the quality time that we've gotten with him before it's going to all change again is like, it's been really good. And it makes me want to, like after Ellie's here, like make sure he's getting, even if it's like has to be like one-on-one trips with like just me or just Chris, like to nurture that. Yes. You know? Yeah. So, but it's just like, it's cool and it feels special and it feels like, it's just cool to see them become who they're becoming.
Right. Yeah.
Through living, like shared, like living with them. Yeah. And adventuring with them.
Yeah. Totally.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So.
And I feel like that's perfect too for becoming Big Brother. Right? Like he's getting that more like I think Rev had just turned 2. Yeah. So she, I think, struggled a lot more. I mean, I'm sure it'll be hard for Ben a little bit to share your guys' attention, but just to like he's got more awareness now, whereas 2-year-olds like don't really get it, you know? And like they don't understand fragile or gentle, right? Like Mac is 2 and he's like bam, 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 you know, like So I think that's like it's a perfect time for Big Brother promotion.
He wants to help and he wants responsibilities and he wants to be empowered and like that's all great. Yes, let's perfect. Those are we can work with.
We love it. We love it.
We can work with this,
buddy. All right.
Well, you guys, we'll see what these next couple days bring.
Yeah,
we'll keep y'all posted on all the fun stuff. Because we'll see when I come to you live next because we've got some. You know, we've got some amazing content for you so that I can settle in with new babes because this is like final. It's the final countdown.
Yeah, hopefully now. Like it'd be great if your water broke right now. We're ready. Yeah. We're ready for her to come Earthside. Meet us.
Yes,
meet you.
Come on, Elbel.
All right. In the meantime, rate, subscribe, review, tell a friend, do all the things. You know, come to Patreon, and you can sit with us always.
Always. And we will see you next Tuesday. Bye.